You're not sure? Welcome to the club. There is nothing, I mean literally nothing you are facing right now that the great ones didn't face before. It ain't just you dealing with it. Everybody got to deal with insecurities. Everybody got to deal with fear. And you might have to say, I'm going to get through this over and over and over until you believe it. The great ones fight through. Everyone has challenges and setbacks. That's a part of the journey. Can you please do you a favor and get out of your head? You still wishing and you're still hoping for it. You're still planning. Like you've been planning this for 5 years. Get out of your own head. Because once you taste that success, I want you to keep eating. Once you get success on your lips, I want you to keep drinking. Once you understand the keys of success, it's not the end. It is only the beginning. Because you understand, once you get that breakthrough, you finally understand what you're capable of. Purpose is bigger than the pain, and the promise is bigger than the process. And I know it's hard right now, and I know you feel like quitting, but you gotta understand there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that you have time. See, the greatest lie that you have believed far too long is that you have time. You have time, that there is a tomorrow, that you can drag your feet and you can crawl. Sometimes you gotta run. You can't crawl towards some dreams. You can't walk towards some dreams. Some dreams you gotta run toward. You gotta run, baby. Run, run, run. Run after it. Run like there's no tomorrow. Run like you know you deserve it. Run like you know there is nobody else. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day coming in to the beginning. We are at Monday, TGIM. Thank goodness it's Monday at the beginning of the month. Happy September. This is actually my birthday month, Virgo season, 9/3/93. So ready to go ahead and jump in full momentum, diving in for this month. I've got a phenomenal topic. We're going to be talking about the habits to go ahead and dominate the month of September. So before we go ahead and dive in, let's drop a little bit of gratitude. What is everybody grateful for coming in to today? Grateful for God, grateful to be alive, grateful for the mind, for the body, for the spirit, for the lessons, grateful for the dream team. I'm grateful for all that is flowing for us into our life that is not happening to us. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you, and I'm grateful for the continued abundance to keep on flowing in. It is Christmas. We expect miracles and we get miracles. So let's go ahead and get into today. And just as we were talking about on this morning's call, right, there's no better time than to go ahead and do an evaluation than right here, right now, right? Today is the day that we've never seen before and a day that we'll never see again. So most end up living the same life because they don't evaluate not only the week, but I've been able to see the month is an absolute game changer because now we can make little adjustments that lead to massive changes. So 3 questions coming into the end of the month, starting into the new month, right? What did we do well? What did we not do so well? What talent, skill, or resource do we need to go ahead and add into the new week, into the new month to go ahead and see the growth continue? I love it. So for everybody, what have you done well for the month of August, right? What has everybody done well? I've seen the morning routine. How many days has everybody been consistent so far? Let me see. Drop it down below. How many days are you on? We are coming towards the middle of the 30s. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling abundant. But I've seen a lot of you start to really get serious about developing your morning routine, right? The journaling, the affirmations, the meditation. A lot of you guys have been hopping on the trading sessions early, and I can see the absolute change in your body, in your vibration, in the way that you speak, in the way that you carry yourself, even in the way that you start handling problems that used to get you so upset before, but now you're starting to develop what we like to call emotional intelligence. So I love it. Accountability post, 24 days consistency, team is growing their profits. Absolutely. So what did we not do so well for the month of August, right? Let's go ahead and drop it down below. It could be hanging out with the wrong influences, right? For myself, I'm gonna be honest, I was going to sleep a little bit too late, and it was kind of a struggle for me to go ahead and get back up at 6, 7 in the morning.
being in control of our emotions, right? This is big. This is something that a lot of us are practicing on a continuous basis. Another one for me is being present in the moment, right? So many of us, we end up getting stressed out about the past, or we're anxious about the future, what is to come. So really being able to be present in the moment. Nikki could have worked out more, not waking up at 5 every day, right? Absolutely could be hitting the gym a little bit more. And I'm going to be honest, even for myself, when it gets a little bit late, I'm not as intentional with my diet, right? So I'm looking to actually gain some weight. So I'm looking to be intentional with what I'm really putting inside my body, even at nighttime. So I love it. Not enough calls. ECX should have done more right. Could have spent a little bit more time on our store. So now here's the game-changing question coming into the month. What are we going to add? What are we going to focus on? Or what are we going to really apply pressure on coming into this new month? It could be really diving into trading, really making sure we get this ECX store and running and getting some Facebook ads behind them. So a lot is to come in this month of September, and I couldn't be more excited to see it, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of withdrawals. There's going to be a lot of profits. There's going to be a ton of ka-chings going inside of the store. So this, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but I've seen it over the past 4-5 years. September, this is a month where massive momentum really starts to go ahead and erupt. Because if you look at the seasons of life, right, we have the spring, we have the summer, then we have the fall. You see the spring, the summer, and the fall is all set up to go ahead and correlate and get aligned with each other. You see, in the springtime, we're planting the seeds. In the summer, we're nourishing the seeds. In the fall, now we're ready to start seeing the harvest. So I hope you're ready, because this is the month. This is where the harvest really starts, where all the work that we've been putting in, now we finally start to see the fruit. You see, the problem with a lot of individuals, they're gonna think about turning the gas on right now in September. This is why we started early, right? For us that have been on our morning routine, I've been consistent for 7 days, for 21 days, for 35. We already have a head start for most, because they're going to be catching up on debt while we are already on the way uphill. I love it. So this is big. It's going to be a monumental month. So here we go. Let's go ahead and dive into the week. We are going to be talking about how to go ahead and dominate your habits for the month of not just for the week, but for the entire month of September. So here we go. I've got about, let me see how many habits I got for you. Right around 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let's get to it. Number 1, the first habit, right, to go ahead and dominate the rest of this week, the rest of this month, starting out, is going to be stop changing your mind. It costs you in friendships. It costs us in relationships, and it's going to cost us in business. Every single business that you do is going to be hard, good, bad, and ugly, dependent on the decisions that we make, on how often we change our mind. You see, if you've ever seen The Peaceful Warrior, he talks about it. There's never any starting. There's never any stopping. There's only doing. So you know what I've seen for so many years? A lot of individuals, they feel like they've started and stopped, but the biggest thing that they don't realize is we're doing the whole time. Just the difference is you're going to have to catch up on a lot of debt when we keep putting one foot in and one foot out. We go hard for a week, and then we take off for a week, and we kind of ease off the gas, right? Little do we know, this is all one of the biggest reasons why most don't end up seeing the real success actually come into fruition, is because of consistency. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy to go ahead and apply yourself on the calls, to really lock in with your journaling and meditation, but it's kind of just like anything else, right? How many of you guys have ever took some time off for the gym? You went on vacation, it's been a while, and then you take the decision to start getting back in there, right? Most have experienced this. It's always the hardest getting back in at the beginning, starting out, right? Actually getting in the car, getting dressed, getting to there. But you'll start to notice after you get in 2 weeks, after you start going for 3 weeks, it starts to become almost second nature. You feel weird not going to the gym. You feel out of place if you didn't get it in today. So you might end up actually hitting a night routine because you missed it in the morning. Whereas before, if you miss it, there's no way you'd be able to go. But what did it start with? You see the checkpoints that we have in our morning routine? This goes with every aspect of your life, right? 7 days, 21 days, 66, 90. That's the checkpoint. So 21 days, even hitting the gym, getting on these sessions, really applying yourself, you're going to start to see the massive changes in your thought patterns, your habits, the way you think and the way you feel when you stop starting and stopping, and you really just commit to being consistent. Okay, number 2, if you keep changing your mind, no one is going to take you seriously. Here's what I know. You know why? Because people will not take you serious if they know that you are curious. I've seen this so long. So many people, they're like, D, well, how come my business isn't growing? Well, if I go look at your stories today, how many stories do you have up? They have 2 stories up, and they have about 3 posts for the whole month of August. And they wonder why they're not getting any traction. They wonder why they're not attracting any abundance into their life because of little things like this. You see, I've realized the biggest reasons why most people don't post is two things, okay? Number 1, you don't think you have value to give. Or number 2, you're afraid of what other people think. And here's the truth. I've been in both places, right? I wasn't reading. I wasn't taking notes when I first got on social media, when I first started taking it seriously. And the second part, I was so worried about what other people would think. I was letting other people's opinions dictate what I was going to post, what I was going to put out, how I was even going to use my voice. But you know what I started to realize? There's so many individuals out there that are waiting for your message, that are waiting to hear what you have to say, that are waiting to actually see the value that you have to give. So I had to really stop worrying about what other people think. You know what I got in the mindset of? Taking myself seriously. What does my morning routine look like? Am I really showing up for myself? Because if the answer was no, nobody was gonna even take what I was doing serious. So I stopped worrying about them. I said, you know what? Let me go back and actually look at my notebook and see how many times I've actually really applied myself. And to be honest, my notebook was kind of blank. So I had to really get serious and say, you know what? Am I really showing up? Am I really applying myself? Am I really actually learning? Right? The second that I really started taking this seriously, things started to become abundant in my life. I started to really put my thoughts on paper. I started to really get organized with my schedule. And I started to document all of this, getting on the go lives, calling my mentor, hitting the gym, eating a little bit better, right? Drinking some alkaline water every single day. And guess what? People started to follow for me because I was a person of value. So guess what? Anybody watching you, you are the exact same way. Nobody's going to take you serious if you're not taking yourself serious. So when you become on fire, you're going to set others on fire. So this is big. Number 3, people want to see consistency and predictability when they work with you, right? We went over this for this week as well, right? 2 big topics that we actually touched on was predictability and consistency. So you guys already know the power of being able to put them together. I'm telling you, when individuals wake up in the morning, they should be excited. You should be one of the first. I'm not going to say you should. I encourage you to be consistent just with yourself, because watch what happens. You are going to be one of the first people that people go on Instagram, on Snapchat, and you're going to be one of their first bubbles that they click on because they want to see your morning value. They want to see your morning quote. They want to see your morning energy. You know why? How many individuals that you know wake up miserable, stressed, anxious, or depressed? Drop it down below. I don't know about you, but mostly outside of the business, everyone that I see, right, is pretty much living the same life, right? Go look outside today and go to the gas station, go to the grocery store in the morning. How many people are excited to actually wake up and go to work? Not too many. So when you can be the light in the darkness, you're going to have individuals flock from all around the world to see the value that you have to give. So this is just little things that starts to happen when you stop changing your mind, right? When you make the decision, say, you know what, for this month, I'm going to lock in on the charts. I'm going to lock in on my ECX store, right? Predictability. People should be able to go on your story and see what your schedule looks like every single day, because here's what I've been able to see. When people can see your consistency, when people can see that you're actually really applying yourself, most people aren't, there's going to be a day where they're ready to go ahead and do something different. Okay, so this is where it all starts. Number 2, arguing with words. Arguing with words. So many say, I'm grinding. You don't understand. I'm working hard out here. I'm coming to all the meetings. I've been this person. Okay, number 1, I don't use the word grinding anymore. Nobody should be out here grinding. I don't want to grind you until you have nothing left. I don't use the word grinding anymore. So what I've started to learn is it's not about the time that we put into the day. It's about the hours that we go ahead and put into it's about the work that we put into the time, right? The work that we put into the hours that we're actually applying ourselves. So many people have told me over the years, D, I'm ready to go chairman. I'm ready to go ahead and withdraw some serious money from my account. But then when I go on the live sessions, when I go on the Zooms, when I go on the group chat, You're nowhere to be found. There's no engagement. There's no energy. There's no questions being dropped. You're nowhere to be seen on the calls. And this is what I've started to notice. Talking is easy. Walking is a whole different world. So for me, I don't look at somebody's potential anymore by what they say. I watch their feet. I like to look at their actions. And this is how I truly know that somebody is ready for mentorship. Somebody is really ready for growth. Because truth be told, my mentors didn't take me serious until I took myself serious. When I wasn't showing up on the calls, when I wasn't asking questions, when I wasn't present in the group chats, they didn't show me any mind, because they're looking to work with those that are actually taking themselves serious. This is why they say when the student is ready, the mentor will appear. So I wanted to stick out. I wanted them to notice me. I wanted to be on all the calls. I wanted to be in the group chat. I wanted them to see my name. I wanted to go to the events. I wanted Chris Terry to see me in person. I wanted to meet the educators and actually spend the time to go out and shake their hand and ask them that personal question, because I'm telling you right now, you never know who could change your life. You never know what little nugget that you could grab and take that could take you to a completely different level. And this is what happened to me. This is why not just myself, but so many other mentors and leaders are still going 5 years later, because we've taken the time to really take this thing serious, to invest in the gas, to go, over the past month, there's 4 times that we drove out to Miami. That's a 2-hour drive there and back. So I'm not telling you have to drive crazy hours to go ahead and make it happen. But what time, energy, and money are you spending back into your business to actually help it come back? Are you investing in books? Have you invested in a whiteboard yet? Have you invested in multiple different journals? All of these things, being honest, I wasn't doing at the time at the beginning. I wasn't investing in the books. I didn't have a whiteboard, somewhere in my house that I could actually go ahead and really take things to the next level, right? But now I do. Had to invest. Had to make it happen, right? This is just essential parts that are crucial when building your business, when going ahead and taking yourself, your brand to the next level, okay? Number 2, the best way to win an argument in business is to perform, to take action and actually get results. You see, none of us get paid for talking. We get paid for actually putting in the time. So my goal for this month is for us all to really, really get focused on what do we want to really go ahead and apply pressure on for the month of September. What skill sets? Is it ECX? Is it travel? Is it going to be trading indices, right? US 30, NAS? Is it going to be the DCX side with Swipecoin, really mastering Ethereum? What are you guys really going to put a lot of focus, a lot of energy coming into this month? Because focus is going to allow us to really go ahead and eliminate the distractions, right? Because now we're actually moving with intention. Okay. And number 3, go from being a wordsmith to a worker and performer. Once again, a lot of individuals can talk about it. I'm done with the talk. I'm ready to go ahead and apply with all out massive action with each and every single one of you, because this is the time. This is the time. We've had a lot of value, a lot of experience, a lot of memories that have happened so far in this year. Now it's time to really go ahead and take these next couple months serious to end this year out with a bang. And this is where it leads into accountability. Many talk, few perform. Here, check this out. Number 2, have someone that you can be accountable to. Tell them what you're going to do each week, and then go out and do it and have them hold you accountable. So we have individuals right here, right now on the call where we can actually become accountable with each other. So who's somebody that you want to go ahead and lock arms with to become accountability partners? I'm telling you, I had this along my whole journey with Chino, right? Back in the day, we would get obsessed. We would get obsessed with it, right? We were staying up late back in the day. So it'd be like 3 o'clock. I'm like, bro, did you get your networking yet? Did you set up the day for tomorrow? Where are we going to shoot content for the next day? All these little things that we did along the way of this journey that I've come to realize played a massive role in our growth, in being able to transform our mindset, our habits, our routines. So this is big. Number 3, check this out. We are accountable to ourselves, and our success is a result of what we do. So here's the deal. Accountability, just even something as simple as being able to put in our journal entries, being able to put in our gratitude for the day, being able to drop OTCs, getting on the call. You know what this does? Essentially, this is accountability, because I can go back and see, right? Leaders know this. We can go back in the group chats and see who was OTCing, who was on the calls, who was applying themselves, who was journaling, who was actually engaged, who was showing up. And it's not a coincidence why we see the results in some spots and we see no results on the other side. And isn't it funny how the correlation happens with the ones that show up, with the ones that apply themselves, that are asking questions, that are in the group chats, that are showing love, that are celebrating other success? Isn't it funny how these are the ones that end up actually succeeding, and these ones end up complaining, wondering why they're stuck, wondering why they're still in the same position? All of these things end up starting to make sense when you start to notice the patterns, because I'm telling you, success leaves clues. So I've been able to notice what are individuals doing when they're really growing and what are they doing when they're not. And it comes down to one of two things. Some treat it like a hobby. Some are going to take this very serious. And when you take it serious, you're ready to hold not only yourself, but the individuals around you accountable. Okay. And this is where it becomes really exciting. This is where we have group momentum, not just individual momentum. Okay. And last but not least, for accountability, you must know that accountability is the glue which ties commitment to results. Okay. Which ties commitment to results. So essentially, what is commitment? Commitment is sitting right here, right now, at the beginning of September 1st, making the commitment to stay focused on whatever skills, whatever we're ready to go ahead and dominate for this month of September. Is it ECX? Is it trading right? We made the commitment that we're going all in for the next 30 days, okay? Now, accountability is going to be the glue that allows us to stay committed along the course of this time, right? Over the week, over the midweek, over the 2 week, we have checkpoints. Every day, we can actually hold each other accountable by doing little things like we've talked about. And this is what allows us to keep going, to stay excited, to wake up fired up every day. So this is big. Even the good mornings, right? You start to notice all of these things plays a big role. All right. I skipped one because I don't want to go over that one. Next, number 5, fixing yourself. This one's big. Stop worrying about trying to fix everybody else. Set others straight. It's a full-time job trying to fix ourselves. Okay. So you've probably already noticed when you really took the time for this past, whatever it was, 15 days, 21, 35, to get your morning routine, to really hear your own thoughts in the morning, to start getting a peace of mind for yourself, you've started to see the growth. And if you started to document it, you've probably noticed other individuals as well that have started to actually see your change in energy, see your change in tonality, see the difference in the confidence that you have and you wake up with every day. So this is big. So in order to be self-full, we have to be selfish, right? We have to take care of ourselves to be able to fill up other people. We have to fill up our cup first to go out and fill up into others. So this is the month. That's why I told you. When you really take this month serious to master the skill sets that you wrote down, really get in tune with the feeling of your goals already happening as if it's already done, I'm telling you, this is going to be a massive month for all of us. Because right here, I believe when you get you right, your world will become right. Okay. We can go talk to everybody else in the book, but until you really start taking the time to start eating better, to really drinking alkaline, eating whole foods, getting up early, developing the routine, truly showing up, not to just even go post on social media to post, hey, I read my book for today. I got it in. I screenshotted my morning routine. I put it out there. I'm not doing it for any of that. Okay. I'm doing it mainly for myself. Yes, I want people to see my routine so they can see how serious I'm taking it. But to be honest, it's truly for me. I'm not just dropping that screenshot of the book that I'm reading every day just to do it. I'm dropping it because I'm truly reading it first. I'm getting the feeling, I'm getting the value from it, and then I'm going ahead and putting it out. So being intentional with everything that we're doing for this month is going to be crucial, because I'm telling you, you're going to be able to see the difference in those that do and those that don't. Okay, so I can see you all getting yourself right, and trust me, I can see the difference, and I notice it, and I love to see it, because I'm telling you, success is already on the way. Last but not least, for fixing yourself. When you start to change yourself, things will begin to change for you. You see, you don't need to worry about other people believing what you believe and trying to change them. Instead, change you. Okay, this is one of the biggest things that really shifted my paradigm, because I stopped wondering, why are other people not seeing my vision? And I started becoming really focused on myself, documenting the journey, putting myself out there, and really getting serious with learning the skills. You know what started to happen? I actually started to get results with the products. The harmonic scanner was hitting. I was profiting on the Go Live system. And I started to actually see the power of trading. Guess what? My energy, my confidence, it flew through the roof. There was nobody that could tell me this didn't work. There was nobody that could tell me the skill set wasn't real. I saw people in front of my face making a day what I would go out and make in a year. So I knew what this could do for me. So when you get that type of confidence, when you get that type of belief, You're not worried about anybody else's opinion because you know what you bring to the table. You know what you can go out and do with these skill sets. I know for a fact there's going to be thousands of kachings in my online e-store. I already know it. It's already done. There's nothing anybody can tell me outside externally that can shift my thinking. Because I have confidence. I have true self-belief. And I believe for any of you that truly make that decision, it's already done. The only difference is time just has to catch up. Believe it. All right, last one for you. Number 6, create new habits. Okay? Write this down. Habits determine destiny, good or bad. You cannot change the future, but we can change our habits, which then determine our future. So let today be the day that you give up who you have been for who you are to become, and who you become tomorrow is dependent on what we do today. So the goal now should be to create new life-altering habits. Okay? So that's my question to come in for the week. What are we really ready to get serious on coming in for the month of September? Drop it down below. Is it your ECX store? Is it trading? Is it branding yourself? Is it really becoming the best version? What are we really ready to dive in and put on the pressure? Because here's the deal. 15 days. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but guess what? Cat's out of the bag. AZ is coming up in 15 days. And if you don't know, we have so many exclusive, exciting updates coming in the month of September from this convention. It's going to blow your socks off, right? We're going to have new products coming in. We're going to have new educators diving into the platform that is going to absolutely change the course of this company for the future. If you think we've made some noise already impacting hundreds of thousands of lives, we are just getting started, right? I'm not going to tell you guys everything that's coming out, but I will give you a sneak peek. We are going to be adding in stocks. We are going to be adding in health and wellness and fitness. There's going to be a new new ranks coming into the comp plan. So just know this is the tip of the iceberg of what is to come for IM. So honestly, this is the most excited I've been in this entire journey, because I know Chris Terry, he's always adapting, he's always evolving, he's always transforming, and we are at the brink of one of the biggest digital financial revolutions to ever hit planet Earth. So to say we are ready to go ahead and make the most of these times is an absolute understatement. So Dream Team, I'm excited for everybody on here. I'm excited for the growth that is already done, that is to happen. If you got any value from today, go ahead and smash some one buttons down below. Drop some one, smash the like button. 1st of September, let's go out and dominate this month. If nobody told you today, I love you. I'm proud of you. I can see your growth. You are a leader. You are amazing. You are abundant. Now let's go out and let the world see it. So family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it right here in your hand, because you can be, do, or have anything that you want. I love you, family. Let's go out. Have an abundant September. It's game time. Let's get to work.